get started in just a minute. Go ahead and get your space ready. Get your sparkly UGG slippers out of the way. Hey guys, just another minute or so to get ready. Get a yoga mat if you need, if you're on a harder surface. And then we'll go ahead and get started. So, get ready. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Hi guys, if you haven't been here before, my name is Maddy. I teach at BreakOut. This is my lovely assistant, Marty. You might see him pop in and out of the video. There's also a cat hiding just out of the frame. That's Penny. So go ahead and give them a shout out in the comments if you see them. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start off our class like we always do with a nice breathing exercise to center our minds and our bodies for our practice. So go ahead and take any comfortable lying position. You can either keep the feet planted on the floor, or you can bring the soles of the feet together maybe, or just stretch them out. Whatever your body's feeling today. I'm kind of feeling this reclined butterfly, so I'm going to go here. So let's go ahead and start with 3 nice big breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And go ahead and take just a moment to do a nice quick body scan. Notice if you're holding any tension in your body. See if you need to relax a bit anywhere. Focusing in on that breath a bit. together with 3 nice breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And take a moment to roll onto your side. Use your upper body to bring you to a comfortable seat. And let's get started. All right, so let's meet me in a cat-cow tabletop. And let's just move through a couple cycles of those cat-cows on our own timing. Just trying to get to that full range of motion. Good. Also try to get into some of that lateral movement today, that side to side, yeah? Maybe take a minute just to stretch out the sides of our body. And maybe if you're feeling comfortable, go ahead and take some circular cat-cows. And making sure that if you choose to do the circular cat-cows, that you go in both directions. Good. And go ahead and let's tuck our toes and move up to a downward facing dog. And just take a moment here to tread those feet, lengthening through those heels, up through the backs of those legs. And sending those heels down, sit bones to the ceiling. Good. And go ahead, drop those knees, toes together, knees a little bit out, and just push back into a nice child's pose. And just stay here for a moment. Really reaching those hands as far forward as you can. Couple deep breaths here. And go ahead, let's walk our hands over to the right. If you need a deeper stretch here, go ahead and grab onto that wrist and pull away. And coming back center. Walking to the left. And if you need a deeper stretch, go ahead, grabbing the wrist and pulling away. And coming back center. Take a nice big deep breath here. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And let's roll up through that spine. Go ahead and meet me back in a downward facing dog. Treading those feet out. Lengthening through that low back. And sending those heels down. Good. And again, bend those knees. A little bit different this time. Similar to child's pose, you're going to go into puppy dog pose. Yeah, so your hips are going to stay directly over your knees, and we're just going to walk our hands out away from us and get a deeper stretch into that back. If you want, you can also put the chin down instead of the forehead. Just trying to keep those hips over those knees. Really reaching forward. And rolling up back into downward facing dog. Treading those feet. Good. And let's shoot our downstage leg up towards the ceiling. And go ahead, take a few ankle circles here. Maybe let the hip open up, dropping that foot. Just for a moment. And switch. Ankle circles. Dropping that foot, opening the hip. And together. Go ahead, dropping those knees down. And one more time, taking some cat-cows, moving through that spine. Just at your own timing. Good. Now we're going to do a little thread the needle exercise, yeah? So, I'll actually turn this way so you guys can see a bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our arms. I'll take my right arm. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling and just slowly thread the needle under our other arm and come to rest on our cheek if we can. Just stay here for a moment, making sure we're breathing fully. Feel a nice stretch through that upper back. And slowly roll up. Reach for the ceiling with that same arm and plant it underneath your shoulder. Other side reaches up. And we tuck under and rest. Stay here for a few more breaths. Gonna go check on our music. Good. And reaching back up for the ceiling. And replace back underneath the shoulder. And let's go again. First side, reaching through, threading the needle. Now, since we've done this once, we have the option to take it into a deeper stretch. So now that we're here, you have the opportunity to take that hand that was supporting you and wrap it behind your low back, trying to grab your opposite thigh. for a nice bind here and an added twist. Really spiraling here, no matter where you are. Good, and release. Reaching back up for the ceiling. And replacing other side. Peeling up, threading under. Taking a moment here. And if you did a bind on the other side, go ahead and take it on this side as well so that you're nice and even. And go ahead, releasing out of here, reaching towards the ceiling and replacing right underneath you. All right, so I'm gonna turn back this way so that you guys can see what I'm up to. So we're in this tabletop position. I'm gonna lean back a bit. I'm gonna interlace my hands behind my thighs. Next, I'm gonna send my hips back, almost like I'm gonna sit on my heels. And I'm going to puff up my back to stretch out those rhomboids. And sometimes if you're really tight, you can feel a stretch all the way through that back. So again, if I'm coming from tabletop, I lean back, interlace my hands behind my thighs, go to sit back on my heels, and puff up my back. Good. And I'm just taking a few breaths here. Remember to keep reaching up, 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 up with that spine and don't settle into the low back. While this is an intense stretch, we don't want to create any tension. Good, and release. We're going to move into camel. So if possible, we're going to grab those heels with our hands and we're going to push those hips forward and reach that chest to the sky, yeah? So for some of us who may only be about here right now, that's fine. Just take it wherever you're at. Good, getting that nice stretch on the opposite side of the body. Really reaching with that heart. If you can, go ahead and let that head fall all the way back. But if not, wherever you're at is fine. And release that stretch. Good, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. So, interlacing those hands, sitting back onto our heels, puffing up that upper back, stretching that back. Couple breaths here. And release. Moving into camel. So pushing those hips forward, chest reaches for the ceiling, getting a nice front body stretch, and dropping that head if you can. Like I said, for some of us, we might be about right here right now. It's totally fine, wherever is comfortable for you. Couple more breaths here. And release out of it. Good. Go ahead and shake out your spine, stretch it out. Take a little lateral side-to-side action here. Good. So let's go ahead, come into a nice butterfly. Soles of the feet together. Doesn't matter if they're farther away or closer in, whatever is most comfortable for you. So let's go ahead and just take some nice undulations of the spine. So we're going to go ahead and release that chin and chest forward all the way down and contract through the pelvis, rolling up through the spine. Again, releasing forward. Contract through the pelvis, rolling up through the spine. Again, forward. And contract. One more time, forward. Contract. Rolling up and reverse. Contract. Crown of the head to the floor. Smoking out and up. Contract. Head to the floor. Smoking out and up. Contract. Rolling down. Smoking out. One more time, knee contract. And down. Pushing out. Good. And go ahead and just release over those legs, stretching forward. Really trying to release over the legs here. And go ahead, walking the hands to the side. Breathing into the side body here. And release. Walking to the other side. Making sure that both of our sits bones are staying rooted on the floor and they're not lifting up one of my hips to try to reach farther away. Some nice oppositional energy, pulling down through that right sits bones and out through that right hand. Or opposite side if that's where you're at. Really reaching here, breathing into the side body. And come back center, releasing over. And rolling up. Good, staying in our butterfly, let's take some lateral side stretches. So we'll take one side, reaching up and over, and stretching. Same thing as I said before, make sure that I'm not lifting one hip up to stretch farther this way, but it's an equal and opposite energy. Reaching out both sides. Reach a little farther, and open. Other side. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And open. Good. Turning our chest towards our leg and folding over. We're getting a nice intense stretch through the side, the back side of the body here. And rolling up. Switching sides. And over. And rolling up. Good. Go ahead And just press those knees down and just your own timing. Stretch your shoulders, both sides. Using that leg as leverage to push down. Good. Go ahead, let's open our legs up to second, straddle. And wherever your legs are at for the evening is fine. It can be a nice wider V, a little bit wider than that. 180 is not anatomically possible. I don't care who told you, it's a lie. So don't try to do it. It's not necessary. So go ahead, same thing as what we did in butterfly. We're gonna reach forward. And try to make sure that our kneecaps are pointing towards the ceiling. We're not gonna roll forward right now. So if you need to flex your feet to help remind you so that they don't sailboat forward, you keep them pointing towards the ceiling. Good, and just stretch forward. Again, wherever you're at is fine. Some of us might only be right here. Some of us might be right here. Wherever you're at is fine. And go ahead, walk it to the side, reaching out. Trying to feel stretch through the side body. And coming through center. Other side. Again, making sure don't lift up those sits bones. Keep them both glued down. And reaching other side. And walk it back center. Staying here for one more moment. Gently walk it back up. Now let's take our lateral side stretches. Gonna reach up and over. You have the option of hand placement A, or here, or it can fold in, wherever is the most comfortable for you. Gonna reach up and over and stretch side. Try to make sure that this shoulder here, that supporting shoulder, doesn't hike up to your ear. You still have a nice amount of space in between that ear and that shoulder. Really stretching side. And release. Other side. Really reaching here. Feeling a stretch through that side body. Sits bones are glued to the floor. Good. And again, side. Don't forget to breathe. And coming up, other side. And coming up, let's go ahead, rotate towards our leg and pull forward. Try to keep that chest and back nice and long. Don't round here, but nice and long to get a stretch through the back side of the body. And switch. And rolling up. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those legs together. And we're going to take a nice, easy little hip releaser here, yeah? So we're going to take our leg, we're going to bring our foot to the crease of our elbow and our knee to the crease of our other elbow, sitting high on those sits bones, and let's rock side to side. Just releasing any tension in that hip. Maybe this is a nice stretch for you as well. Just make sure that you're not clenching onto anything. No gripping. Again, another opportunity to check in with your shoulders. Make sure you've got that long neck. Good posture here. Don't want to hunch, otherwise you're not going to get as much benefit. All right, go ahead and just scooch this bottom leg in a little bit. Drop the working leg, and we're going to take a nice, easy twist of the spine. Sitting nice and tall again here. Practicing good posture. And switch. Sits bones are glued to the floor. And we'll go ahead and fold over. You have the option of doing shins folded, or you can try to cross those knees. Whatever feels best for you, just reach forward nice and long and release over those legs. And rolling up. Good. And switching sides. So foot into the crease of the elbow, knee into the crease of the other elbow, sitting nice and tall and rocking side to side. Anything, your arms should be doing the majority of the work to pull inward to support the leg. You don't want to be using the leg to support itself. It's about the relaxation of the leg. Good. And drop that leg. Go ahead and take an easy twist here. And switch. A nice spiral in the back. And crossing those legs or those knees, releasing forward. And rolling up through the spine. Go ahead and straighten those legs out. And let's reach for those feet and and grab them if possible. If not, just try to reach that chest as far forward as you can, keeping that back nice and long. And something a little different today, let's go ahead and grab those feet, keep them flexed, and just round through the back, yeah? So we're gonna take a stretch through that back. Using our feet as leverage to pull back through that spine, nice and rounded. And release over the legs. And rolling up, grabbing onto those feet, pulling the chest forward. And go ahead, rounding through that back. Taking a nice stretch here. Shoulders are coming forward a little bit, but we're still not letting them get too close to our ears. And take a nice release over. And let's go ahead while we're here, grab I'll call it my downstage leg with my upstage hand, and I'm gonna lengthen up through my back and take a nice twist here to stretch through my IT band. Pressing those shoulders down, becoming nice and flat through the body. And a nice line from that foot directly out the hand. Tickling that foot if need be to get a deeper IT band stretch. And release, switching sides, peeling open. And release one more time. Rolling up, peeling open. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And release. Switching sides. And releasing over. Good. Go ahead to roll down onto our backs. And bring those knees into the chest. Taking a moment to rock side to side here. Releasing any tension that may have been built up in that back. And tucking the chin to the chest. Let's pull in as tight as we can. Good. And let's shoot that upstage leg down long onto the floor. And with our downstage leg, we're going to cross over in a passe position and bring our opposite arm to a T, making a nice stretch through that low back. Good. Gently bringing both knees into the chest and switching sides. Crossing over. Good. Bringing those knees into the chest. We have a couple of options here. So you can either stay in this nice position, rocking side to side, whatever you'd like, or option B is you can come into a plow pose. So those hips are reaching over those shoulders, getting a nice stretch through the back. Feet are connected to the floor still. Or you can come all the way to an easy shoulder stand, using those hands to support the low back, and just trying to get a stretch through that back. If you're in shoulder stand, go ahead and release into plow pose. And just stay here for a moment. And whenever you're ready, you can either stay here or walk the feet out a bit and just let those knees drop to the floor. Again, stretching out the back here. And when you're ready, go ahead and just gently roll down that spine and bring those knees back into the chest. Rocking side to side. Tucking those hands again behind those thighs. Let's rock and roll along the spine a few times. Keeping a nice curve here, just to massage out any little kinks or knots. A couple more times here. And when you're ready, go ahead as you roll up, cross those shins, and meet me back in a tabletop position. And we'll finish out our movement with some more cat-cows. Notice how different your back and your hips feel from the beginning of class. Your own timing here. Moving laterally if need be. Taking some circular moments. Good. Meet me in a comfortable seat. And let's stretch out our necks real fast, all right? So, I think a few of us know this one. Go ahead and take your hands to your right hip. Interlace the fingers, and you're gonna reach that crown of the head up nice and tall towards those hands. Again, this is a really intense stretch, so don't push too hard. Just try to release a little bit here. Take some very gentle and small head movements. And go ahead, release. Push that head back up to center, other side. And reaching nice and tall, dropping that crown of the head to the side. And a couple small movements here. And release. Go ahead, push that head back up to center. Taking a couple gentle head circles here. Good. And let's finish out our class with 3 breaths together. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. Eyes closed. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Last time, deepest inhale. Heaviest exhale. Awesome job tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Leave in the comments if you have any suggestions you'd like for your class in the future. I'll be teaching the same class, same time on Thursday. Breakout, thanks you so much for being here. Go check out our other content on our YouTube page. Check out our Instagram and our Facebook for upcoming classes and schedules. I think we just released our May schedule. If we haven't, we're about to, so keep an eye out for that. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much. Woo!
Bye, guys.